of records related to the deadly Capitol riot. Some of the documents in dispute are from the day of the insurrection: White House visitors logs, call logs, handwritten notes from former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Last week, a lower court ruled against Trump's lawyers, who had argued that the records should remain secret. Let's go to our law enforcement correspondent, Whitney Wild. She joins me now. So the January 6th committee, Whitney, is asking the Supreme Court to act quickly. How quickly?
Well, they'd like to see at least some resolution in the next couple of weeks. At a minimum, Poppy, they're asking that the Supreme Court hear these arguments by January 14th. So let's break down everything that's going on here. So this newest filing from the House and the Biden administration, basically both on the same page here. And what they're arguing here is that lower courts have ruled correctly when they pointed out that the Trump team has not articulated a specific harm that would arise from releasing these records. The Trump team has made a list of arguments. One of them, Poppy, is basically that the former president just has a right to executive privilege, and that's basically the end of it. They haven't said why releasing these documents would be specifically harmful, even though judges have sort of tried to lead them there. They've questioned them, saying, okay, well, if these records get released, what's going to be the result? And they haven't articulated, again, a specific concrete harm that would override the interest from the House Select Committee in getting these records. The House Select Committee filing basically says this, again, that the lower courts were correct when they sided with them. And in their filing, they said generalized interest and confidentiality must yield to the Select Committee's overwhelming need for the records at issue. Poppy, further, here is what one of those House Select Committee members, Zoe Lofgren, said on CNN Thursday.
It's clear, obviously, that the former president's main effort is to delay. He doesn't have a case. If he can delay it, he thinks he will win. So I'm hopeful the court will see right through that.
Poppy, the impact here could be enormous because there just isn't a lot of definitive case law to dictate how this should go. So these will be consequential cases. And again, the House Select Committee hoping that there's going to be some signal from the Supreme Court that they're at least going to take this by January 14th.
Because they don't have to. They don't have to take it at all.